Baxter stared up at the woman with hauntingly beautiful blue eyes. Eyes that seemed to look into his soul, and yet couldn't see a thing. "I'm so sorry, I didn't know." A blob of mashed potatoes unstuck itself from his t-shirt and rolled down to sit in his lap. He ignored the mess and examined her. "Are you okay? I mean, outside of losing your balance, did you hurt yourself?" "I'm fine, I haven't quite gotten used to my situation and I lose my bearings." He looked past her to the older woman sitting in the booth and lifted his brow as if to ask, is she really okay? With a flourish of her hand, the woman said, "Oh, she's fine. It probably bruised her ego, but she's got a massive one, so no worries." He rose from his chair and watched the clump of mashed potatoes hit the floor with a splat. "Was that your lunch?" Sosie asked. He chuckled. "Yup, but I'm sure my aunt will replace it." He stuck his hand out to shake hers, but dropped it and shook his head. "I'm Baxter Black." She cocked her head to the side and opened her eyes wide. For a woman who couldn't see, she had an expressive gaze. "Any relation to Riley?" "She's my sister." He noticed the gravy on the back of her hand and reached for his napkin. "It seems as if my food found its way to you. Let me help you clean up." She raised her hand as if to look at it. "I'm pretty sure it's the other way around, and my hand found your food." He wasn't sure what the right protocol was. Did he wipe off what he saw, or hand her the napkin and let her do it herself? Sadly, he failed miserably with caretaking and didn't have a clue. When the tip of the napkin hit her skin, she closed her palm around it, and she took over, wiping her hand clean. Turning from left to right, she inhaled and huffed. "Can you please turn me in the direction I came from?" Maisie rushed over with 2 plates of burgers and fries. "Haven't I told you before that there are no food fights allowed in the diner?" She tried to sound firm, but the giggle in her voice gave her away. "Let me wipe the table." She left to get a wet terry cloth, and once the booth was wiped clean and dried, Maisie helped the woman back to her seat. "Why didn't you say anything, Sosie? I wondered what could keep you from your art. Now I know." He watched Sosie wince from the statement. "Can I borrow that towel?" he asked Maisie. When she handed it to him, he cleaned the surrounding mess, but kept an ear tuned to the conversation happening beside him. "It's not something I'm happy about, but I'm coming to terms with what this has done to me and my life." "Don't let her fool you," said the lady who was still sitting in the booth. "She hasn't reconciled with her disability. That's the problem. She's in denial." "Geez, Teresa, give me a break. Don't pretend like you care." Sosie plopped onto the red pleather bench. She blindly felt the table until her fingers reached the fries. "All you care about is the paycheck." "I'll be back." Maisie turned and looked at him. "I'll get you another plate, Baxter. Hang tight."
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.